Hey y'all, Ardith Goodwin here in the studio, and I wanted to introduce you to one of the characters in the story that I'm building. So this character set would be called a bee baver. It's a combination of bees and aves, birds, with maybe some human characteristics. I'm currently teaching my Journal of Interesting online course for Bees and Wax, and I'm teaching that group of artists how you take working in a working journal and research a common subject such as bees. But as you research it, you follow your path that you're curious about, and you start pulling out what I call visual indicators or North Stars to help you come up with ideas or physical ways of working that are unique to you. The whole point of that is to teach painters to discover what their version of beautifully different and interesting is when it comes to a common subject matter. And finding those visual indicators are so important because that gives us the ability to know physically, how do I go in and manipulate my common subject matter in a way that is different. So this character right here, in the research of bees, the social structure of bees is disturbing to me in the sense that the queen bee and the worker bees, those females, they rule the roost, and the drones or the male bees, they help fertilize the egg, and then when they're done, they're kind of kicked out. They really don't do anything other than that role. And then in the winter time, their wings are broken and they're shooed out of the hive. It's like, we're done with you, move on. I'm not pulling that narrative into my story. I would rather have a bit more redeeming value for the male bees or bee bavers. So this character is one of the drones that I'm painting. As I've studied bees and birds and this whole dive around insects and aves, there's things that they have in common. And one of those things is tiny hairs. So the structure of the bees and the structure of the birds, there's tiny hairs that they have on their surface, the feathers, and I wanted to pull that commonality and render it with tiny hair structures. They also have exoskeletons in the sense that insects have exoskeletons, right? Birds have beaks. So you'll see this beak here, but as I build the costumery, there's going to be more of a shield or a plate or an armor type of thing. There's some antennas being built in. So it is the physical fusion of those elements, and when I seek out those visual indicators, I'm looking for what characteristics, what ideas, what details can I render through paint and pigment in a very unique way that I love. And that's what you see here as this character starts to get built out. The Queen Apis bombus, the other painting that I've done so far, they're going to be friends. They're not going to be frenemies. They're going to have a whole role to play. But so far, I'm loving the process of building this. You can see the wings. So bees would have translucent or membranous wings. So I've actually built these ridged wings in with beeswax. This is actually beeswax attached to the surface. And then I'll go in and have a really elaborate costume here. And this is more of a portrait piece as opposed to putting this character in a setting. Because when I go to paint my huge paintings for the pages in the book, I need to know who I'm painting. So these portrait pieces teach me now what my characters look like and what they're going to be doing and what their physical or personality attributes are. I'm in love with this sweet little drone. I haven't named him yet, but I just wanted to pull up a chair and give y'all a little bit of insight as to how these characters are kind of evolving and why I'm painting the way I'm painting. It's all about visual indicators and North Stars in my world, and I love being able to teach that to other painters as well. It's good times.